On September 7, 2012, a 19-year-old college student was found brutally murdered inside her apartment. For years, her case went cold. No arrests, no answers, until nearly a decade later, when DNA finally spoke. This is the murder of Faith Hedgepeth, and the evidence that changed everything. Faith Danielle Hedgepeth was a 19-year-old student at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. She was a sophomore, studying biology with dreams of becoming a pediatrician. Friends described Faith as kind, outgoing, and full of life. She was deeply proud of her Native American heritage and was a member of the Haliwa-Saponi tribe. Faith was close to her family. She loved her friends, and she had her entire future ahead of her. No one who knew Faith ever imagined that her life would end the way it did. On the night of September 6, 2012, Faith went out with her roommate and close friend, Karima Christmas. The two women visited a club in downtown Chapel Hill. Witnesses later said that alcohol was involved. At some point during the night, an argument broke out between Faith and Karima. Details of that argument remain unclear. What is known is that Karima left the club with another friend. Faith returned to the apartment alone. That was the last time she was seen alive. The following morning, Karima Christmas returned to the apartment. When she entered Faith's bedroom, she found Faith lying on the floor, unresponsive. Faith had been brutally beaten. There were clear signs of a violent struggle. Emergency services were called, but it was too late. Faith Hedgepeth was pronounced dead at the scene. She was 19 years old. As investigators processed the apartment, they discovered something unusual. Near Faith's body, police found a handwritten note. The message appeared to mock the victim. It read, in part, "I'm not stupid, bitch, jealous." The note immediately raised serious questions. Who wrote it, and why was it left behind? Investigators also collected DNA evidence from the crime scene. At the time, that DNA did not match anyone in law enforcement databases. Months turned into years. Faith's family waited. Her friends waited. The public waited. Despite tips, interviews, and multiple theories, no arrest was made. The DNA evidence sat in storage, waiting. Not because it wasn't important, but because technology had not yet caught up. In 2021, investigators used advanced DNA technology known as genetic genealogy. This method allows DNA to be compared against public genealogy databases. Slowly, a family tree began to form. That trail led investigators to one man, Miguel Enrique Salguero Olivares. In September of 2021, nearly 9 years after Faith's murder, Miguel Salguero Olivares was arrested in Texas.
As a result, an arrest nearly a decade in the making has been made.
Today is an important day as we announce that we have arrested Miguel Enrique Salguero Olivares, age 28, of Durham.
He was charged with first-degree murder. According to police, his DNA matched DNA found at the crime scene. Investigators believe he entered Faith's apartment and killed her during a violent encounter. The two were not known to be close. For Faith's family, the arrest brought a mixture of relief and heartbreak. Even with an arrest, questions remain. Why Faith was targeted? What exactly happened inside her apartment? And why it took nearly a decade for answers to come? Faith Hedgepeth was more than a case file. She was a daughter, a friend, a young woman with dreams. After years of silence, science finally gave her a voice. But for those who loved her, the loss remains permanent. Rest in peace, Faith Hedgepeth.